In this video, I want to go over Chapter 2, WordPress 101, the PDF for that, which you can find inside the Module 4 Course Materials folder inside Module 4. And just like the Chapter 1 PDF from Module 3, I have information here that I gathered from the textbook that used to be required for this class, but now I'm just making it available for you as a PDF along with this quick lecture video. And I don't think I'm going to go over every single item on here, only because throughout the semester, that's kind of what we're going to be doing. We're going to go over most, if not all, of the items here. So I just want to talk about the stuff to get you started. And let me see where I'm at. So 1 minute. Okay. Starting with the dashboard. For one of your activities from the last module, I had you install WordPress. And so if you did that successfully, one of the first things you will see when you log in would be the dashboard. And included in the dashboard would be the toolbar, where you can find useful information or quick stuff to refer to as you're managing your WordPress site. Here at the very top left is a menu for things that pertain to WordPress documentation and support. If you recall from the Chapter 1 PDF, the WordPress that we are dealing with is through WordPress.org as opposed to WordPress.com. With WordPress.org, we are able to tie that to our web hosting so that we can have a website created using WordPress, but still retain our domain name. But if you use WordPress.com as a free website host, yes, you would be able to create your website pretty easily, but you don't have your own domain name. For example, you might have something like eragus.wordpress.com, and you also will not have access to modifying the HTML, CSS, and PHP code behind the particular theme that styles your website. And that's why we're going with WordPress.org. All right, so continuing with the toolbar, the next portion here, this link right here, as you're working on your website, you will want to check out your progress, see what it looks like. So you can use this to check out your homepage real quick. And then when you're done looking at your homepage preview, then you can click on this link again to take you back to the dashboard. And then the next couple of numbers will tell you that you have updates, and you'll notice that I still need to update mine to WordPress 5.0.3. So for everybody, please update to that. And so when you first installed your WordPress site, this should be what you chose. And then for everybody else who took a class with me last semester, please update to this version. All right, so going back to this number here, this refers to the 13 updates that I need to, well, take care of or take a look at. And those have to do with plugins and different things. Let's see, come on, pop back up. One WordPress update, yes, I know. 7 plugin updates, and then 5 theme updates. And then the 15 here has to do with 15 comments that I have to moderate. Those are related to the blog portion of my website. And then this part right here is just a way for me to log out when I'm done using WordPress. Now, this dashboard is customizable. If you click on screen options, you can check and uncheck the boxes that you want to see or don't want to see. And right now it looks like I got everything checked. And so I'm seeing everything here. So it really just depends on what you want on your dashboard. And then you can, let me make this bigger. You can move the boxes around so that you can make it just the way you want it. Let's see, what else do I got here? Let me talk about posts and pages. So I mentioned something about blogs. When I talk about blogs, I mean blog posts. And these blog posts, if you've ever looked at blog posts out there, what do they have? They have categories and tags so that you can tell what the subject matter is, so you can organize your content that way. An example of a category would be a car, and then more specifically, a tag would be like a Corvette or a Toyota or a Chevrolet. Or wait, did I just confuse myself there? A category would be a car, and then a tag would be a Corvette, and then I meant to say Corolla or Camry or Cavalier and whatever else other types of vehicles. So sorry about the confusion. I would restart my video, but I've been going at this for 6 minutes now. I really don't want to have to redo. So please just scratch that one little portion, delete it from your memory, and then just kind of refer to this as an example of categories and tags. So moving on, posts have times and dates associated with them. There's an author. And so the whole point is they're dynamic. It's always change. It's meant to change all the time. So if you ever follow somebody with a blog, they might have new content every day or twice a day or once a week or whatever. But pages would be more your static type pages. So here's going back to my WordPress. Here's posts for blog posts, and then pages for all the other pages, like the home page, the about page, contact page. Those type of pages are static. They're meant to be more permanent, or they're not meant to change frequently because the information doesn't change very often. And you cannot assign categories or tags. But you can, however, create a hierarchy or parent-child relationship. So you could put a Mustang page under Ford, under cars, and then under your domain name. So you could do something like that if it makes sense for your website. And then here's a quick graphic of the difference and then the similarities between posts and pages. And then I kind of skipped over a couple of things here, so let me back up real quick. Media would be where you manage all the different images, audios, videos, and other files. When you go to media, you have two options to visit your library, where you can make updates, delete items, and things like that. Assign captions, put alternative text, alt text. And then the add new would be where you upload images. And then the links portion, I personally have never had a use or need for this. And even the textbook itself didn't have much to talk about it because it's not really something that's used very often. But in the latest WordPress version, it's still there. But so I guess it's worth just pointing out that if you want a place to save all the different links that you want to visit to or refer to a lot, then this is where you can do that. And for most, if not all, WordPress installs, there's already going to be a whole bunch of links on there that are just there by default. And then you can just take those out or check them out if you want to, or add to the list. All right, let's see what else I got here. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is just a quick overview. Throughout the semester, we will look at each capability or functionality more closely. So don't worry about missing out or not understanding everything at this point. This is just meant to get you looking at your WordPress site and seeing what it's got.